Good evening to DeFiChain News on the 21st June 2023, the news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will discuss the next shows and dates. Afterward, we also have some time to answer your questions, so please put them here in the chat. And today I'm again alone here on stage. Mark is traveling around Europe. He's staying a little bit longer here, so he's changing his location. Have fun, Mark. Enjoy our European sightseeing and weather. And I will rock here the show. And I was really looking forward to this episode. This time it was pretty easy to find a title because so much is happening on DeFiChain, especially on our testnet of DeFi Meta Chain. So the title was available on the weekend, thumbnail pretty early, and I'm really looking forward to what's happening. And with this, I directly jump to the headlines. So what I have prepared, or we have prepared for today, we will talk about the projects building on the DeFi Meta Chain testnet. Our thumbnail construction sites are prepared. People are building, people are using. It's pretty amazing. Afterwards, I will talk a little bit about DeFi Meta Chain and the updates. So what happened and what is coming next. And then it's followed by our regular points, notable mentions, community projects and updates, and last but not least, the future dates and their updates. And with this, we come to the main topic, the favorite one, my personal favorite one today, the projects on DeFi Meta Chain testnet. So testnet is live since 2.5 weeks, roundabout, and a lot of things are happening there. So projects are directly jumping on it, try out, build something, test their code coming from Ethereum, for example, try to deploy there. The one or other is finding a bug or a missing command. But it's pretty amazing to see how fast people are adapting and using it. Yeah, it's only a testnet, it's not live, it's not a productive system. In the past, we also had a testnet, but it was used by just a few people. And now we see a lot of people are using it. Yeah, you can connect your MetaMask with it. You are getting testnet DeFi on this Meta Chain layer. And there is a block explorer for my DeFi chain. We already had it last week. And on this block explorer, there is a very simple and small statistic. But with this statistic, you see what is happening on DeFi Meta Chain layer. And currently we see between 750 and roundabout 900 transactions per day. Means every hour someone is using it. And it looks like nearly every minute a transaction is in. So people are playing with it, trying out. You also see there that 800 wallet addresses are holding a token or DFI. So it's not just a handful of people, it looks like pretty more. And this is also linked to the projects building on it. And now the big question is, what are the projects? How can I find them? And till end of last week, it was really hard to find them. And then we started in the community to collect the information and provide it to you as a community member. One source I also linked in the show notes is Andreas. He built a website tracking DApps on our EVM layer, DeFi Meta Chain. He makes a small explanation on it. Shows, is it already live, can you play with it, or is it just an idea announced so far? So if you're interested in, check out his Twitter account, especially the tweet with the link to the website, and have a look. And the second thing I want to show here is my own spreadsheet. So I also tried to collect everything around DeFi Meta Chain, not only the DApps, also the things around, means Block Explorer, the faucet is there. If you're missing something, please let me know if you want to help. Also very welcome. It's pretty hard to find every information, and the spreadsheet is just the starting point, so we have to check later and see where the information should be put in. One idea was, for example, the DeFiChain wiki, but let's see, in the first instance, the spreadsheet was the easy one, and I have prepared a screenshot here showing the current projects with some background information. So that's not just a smart contract in the background and you find nothing about it. So these projects provide a little bit more information, and I collect the following things. Sure, the name of the project, then a website if they have one available so that you can check out and find more information. I have a category of the testnet, so if the one or other is providing a smart contract where you can play around, for example, the gambling smart contract of Kygi, pretty easy, but very nice to see how it can work. And also if it is launched, so if you as a user can use this project or this product, service, whatever. And then if you are interested in this project and want to have more information, the social media channels I found means Twitter account, follow them. Most of them are really pushing out information on a regular basis. A YouTube channel if they have one, a Telegram, the one or other already have a group where you are getting more information or can ask for help, and the one or other also provides a Reddit. Small description if the name is not self-explaining and you want to know more. And today I picked a few of them out and want to explain because they launched or will launch their service. The first one is already live, VanillaSwap. VanillaSwap is a new decentralized exchange DEX on our Meta Chain layer. It's based on the Uniswap version 2 code. It launched last week and you can play with it if you have testnet DeFi. Testnet DeFi you can get via the faucet from my DeFi chain, and then you can swap your DeFi to Van token, the vanilla token on this testnet. And yeah, people are jumping on it. More than 200 addresses are holding this Van token, means they have prepared a MetaMask on the testnet. They got testnet DeFi via the faucet, and they tried out successfully the DEX. Everything on testnet. So they helped the project to fix everything, and with the project building on it and trying out and the users, we help the core developers to test and check our EVM layer if everything is running as intentioned. Second project, OpenDApps Cloud. It's a new one, not launched. They have a certain delay. They tried to launch at the beginning of the week, but yesterday there was a new node software with the one or other hiccup. I explain a little bit later in the second topic of today's show. And so they have a delay, but I'm looking forward that they will launch this week. I just extracted a small sentence from their website. And they are writing, scale your project, simplify your development, and unlock the full potential of decentralized applications with an innovative cloud platform. So they try to help you if you are building DApps. And yeah, they are currently deploying their own smart contracts to go live on DeFi Meta Chain testnet. Looking forward what the service is about, how you can use it, how you can play around. Pretty nice and also a new project. Next one, DeFi Bets, is a project which is more known in the German-speaking area because Lars Berge prepared and launched some videos about this project. So he's explaining EVM layer, how smart contracts can be programmed, and he tries to build something with the community. It's not a project from one or just a couple of persons, so everyone can contribute. And their idea is to bet on asset prices. That was the first idea. So they now created a first Oracle smart contract on the EVM layer, so bringing price information out of the world into our blockchain. Pretty amazing to see that he's building on something very similar. We already have live on our DeFi chain side. And he now pushed out a lot of information via a Reddit article. Link is in the show notes. So if you cannot speak German, now you have more information about the project. Check it out. It's really amazing, and they are getting more and more active on Twitter also. I recognize it today. A very nice tweet, I have not linked it yet, was should we implement the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index? Today's hype, or yesterday, is moving this value. And if you have trustful Oracle information, you can also implement it, and then you can bet on the Fear and Greed Index of Bitcoin. Very nice idea. It's not an asset price. Very, maybe want to say boring. Think about it, provide them information. If there is a value, a trustful value, maybe they can build something and can say, here, we are betting on it, and say, here it's bigger or lower or whatever. Crazy what they are doing. DeFiChain Punks, it's known from the past. They launched an NFT series, DeFiChain and Punks, on Ethereum, and they are also building in the background. Not launched yet, but they try to move everything to our DeFi Meta Chain layer. Also looking forward if it is available on testnet, how it looks like, how we can handle it, and yeah, crazy what is happening. Last project, totally new for me, nuco.cloud. Never heard of it. They announced on the weekend that they have a kind of collaboration, or want the first project launched on VanillaSwap on the DEX. So they have their own token, I think on the Ethereum network. And they want to launch also on our EVM layer, and want to build there. It's a complete new project. They are building a small extract from the website, a launchpad for personalized, unlimited and decentralized computing power. Honestly speaking, I cannot imagine what this really means, and I'm looking forward if we can play around with it on the testnet. But it sounds very interesting as another project. So you see a lot of opportunities there, possibilities. DeFi Meta Chain is enabling a lot of things on DeFiChain, but there is a but. And I also want to mention it because Optim summarized it pretty nice on Twitter. The EVM layer will increase the risk of fraudulent actors in our space. Means it's easier to build something, get the money from someone, and then just get out of the space. And this risk will increase. Optim described it really nice. Check it out. A lot of things is on your own. Do your own research. Do you know the actors? Is it open source? Is it trustful? Have your reference, whatever. He described it, and I think it's really important to read it before the mainnet goes live. On the testnet, it looks a little bit different from my perspective. So if you have a new MetaMask wallet and you have just a testnet and just testnet DeFi, you can play around. It's safe, it's not real money, but be prepared before the mainnet, and then you can see it maybe in a different way, and not jump on every hype and realize later, okay, that was not a good project. Even if the intention is on the right way, the one or other project will also fail. Yeah, that's normal. And with big potential, the risk is also increased. With this, we are switching a little bit from the community projects and what they are building to the core developer side, DeFi Meta Chain and the updates. So what is happening in the background? I mentioned it before. Yesterday there was a node release. I put the release notes in the show notes. It is for the beta 2 release. Please don't use this one, because today there is a beta 3 version released. After release, node software was running, and then a hard fork was happening around midnight European time, and short after the hard fork there was a bug and a hiccup. Blockchain stuck and was not running again, and they fixed it today with the beta 3 version. I have no updated information if it's now running, if it is fixed. Sure, this bug is fixed and should be running, and everyone building around DeFi Meta Chain and the testnet should update, because with this new version a lot of fixes are implemented in the node software. Check out the release notes for details. The one or other also requested missing command from Ethereum side, for example get logs. Now it's implemented. The one or other bug is fixed, and yeah, with this we are going step by step towards the mainnet. Maybe small side notes. I asked the core developers what they expect from the timeline about the mainnet. The feedback was okay, they are calculating with another 3 to 4 weeks testing on testnet before the mainnet will launch. So just follow us on news show, then we will tell you what's happening there. But yeah, we should use this testing time on our testnet that everyone is smoothly. What else happened? Meta Chain had his own webpage in the past, and now it's moved to the official website. I will put the link later on. I had it not yesterday. It's DeFiChain.com/MetaChain. And if you visited it, you will recognize they had also updated some details. For example, the roadmap. So what happened so far? DevNet was live, LobbyNet was completed, testnet is running, the rest is coming soon. And the timeline, which was also mentioned, mainnet is launched beginning till mid-end July. So it's the same time frame. That's all today for DeFi Meta Chain. A lot of things happening, like mentioned, and then we are coming to the regular point, notable mentions. So what else is happening? Small reminder for everyone, there is a DeFiChain newsletter. It's created in collaboration with the Accelerator team. If you have not subscribed it and if you are interested in, I put the link in the show notes. Click on it, subscribe it, and then you will also get the relevant information from our space, so that you not miss anything which is relevant for you. And the second notable mention, one is waiting for it. It's a pull request from Kyugi. He made in the past regarding the USD staking, re-enabling of the looped walls. And with the beta try release, his pull request is inside the node software, and he's waiting for it. That's going live, so we can test it on testnet. We have to check if it's working really. And with the mainnet, we have a new possibility to change something in the DUSD space, create a new demand for DUSD, and improve the overall situation for DUSD. That were the 2 points for the notable mentions. Coming to the community projects and the updates. It's a short list today because I talked a lot about the projects on DeFi Meta Chain. But I have 2 points here which are not so strongly linked to it. It's one, in the market. Paddy is doing a lot in our space, and he released a new newsletter. So if you want to be informed about DeFiChain, DeFi Meta Chain, check it out. Links are in the show notes. One version in German, one in English. The topics are the new Metascan block explorer. That's from the core developers explorer. Currently a work in progress, limited functionality. You can check blocks and transactions. If you have a feedback, let the core developers know. They are asking for feedback. Check out the newsletter if you want to have more information. Second point in his newsletter is risk on the DeFi Meta Chain. I also described it before. Here again, explained a little bit in other words. He explained a little bit the Open DApps Cloud project and Vanilla Swap, and a short summary of the German DeFiChain community Twitter space. So everyone missed it or cannot speak German, check out the newsletter and you have a small summary about it. Second project I want to mention here is the DEX Trading Master. It was a competition running 4 weeks. You have a starting amount of 500 USD and you are using our DEX and the D token system trade. And the winner is the place one of the last weeks, maybe from the beginning. Max L is the winner. He more than doubled his start investment of 500 EC, so more than 1000 USD is the result after 4 weeks. Pretty amazing, doubling the amount in just 4 weeks. And there are places 2 and 3. Check it out. There is a Twitter thread linked in the show notes with more information. And now directly the announcement, there will be a second edition, a second round. Now is a short summer break and in August they will start. So if you are interested in a little bit trying out our decks, trying out some trading strategies, but not only for you in a competition way, join this round, try out and do the best. It's amazing what people can do, and they have totally different strategies. You see it in the numbers of trades, in the numbers of assets, and if they use the vault or not. So totally different there. That's all for today's news show. I mentioned before, really happy for this episode. A lot of things are currently ongoing in the space, and what is additional pushing, the German ones directly mentioned it in the comments, the prices went up or it increased the last hours. This helps also for the emotions, but I'm honestly speaking a little bit more hyped about what people are building. We can expect a lot of things happening on our DeFi Meta Chain. With this, future dates, what's coming next? Next week, for sure, Wednesday, we will have the news show. I still have to find a new date for the Tech Talk with Prasanna. We have not found a current one, so this is still open. And I want to ask you in the community, if you are building on DeFi Meta Chain and you want to have a rebuild show on this channel, so check out, there are community projects presenting what they build and what they want to build with an outlook. So if you have something live on the testnet, want to give an outlook what is coming on a mainnet, I'm interested in hosting you this show. 20 minutes talking about the project will help for your project and will help our community to learn a little bit about you and the project. So come out to me, contact me if you're interested in. With this, thanks everyone for being here live. I have some time left, so if you have a question, put it in the chat, I will have a look. Everyone else watching it later, thanks a lot for watching it. I hope this helps you, giving you the information what's ongoing here on DeFiChain. And with this, see you soon here on the channel with the news show. I wish you a great time till next week. See you soon. Bye bye. So here we are, Justin Breeze, going crazy on the like button. Yes, it looks good. Currently 8 persons are live, 13 likes means more likes than persons. Great ratio. Christian Pedersen is again here, coming from the German channel again to the English one. Yusin is live. That's not a regular guest here. I think due to the fact that you celebrated the fourth birthday of Cake, now Bake. You are still awake. Congratulations to this birthday. Really great success for your company, and thanks for joining in live. Then Christian Pedersen is mentioning, in my next live I will be developer. Yeah, it's not a wrong decision. I think with a developer you can do a lot of things, and I would say never too late. You can learn also now something if you're really interested in and have a kind of passion to go this way. Your eyes are what I would imagine synthetic eyes would look like. Okay, look like. Synthetic eyes, no, I have my real eyes. I can still see everything. Even I get a little bit older. I'm seeing enough. But it looks like no question with this. Yeah, thanks for joining in live. Great to have you here. It's a new show for you. Yeah, it's not for me. I know all the things, but I'm very happy if you can help you. If you have questions, come to me. Twitter, for example. Put comment in here under the video. Sometimes I'm checking it, not on a regular basis, but I'm having a look. And then, yeah, again, see you soon next week. Great times ahead. Looking forward to what's happening in the space. Enjoy it. See you soon then. Bye bye.